The Trump administration has fired 20 immigration judges. What will that mean for your case if you are in removal or deportation proceedings? Hello, guys. This is Andre McKinney Dorval, licensed immigration attorney. I am located in the state of Florida. Guys, in this video, we are discussing the latest news, and that is the Trump administration has fired 20 immigration judges. There is currently millions of cases backlog in the immigration court system. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you a tidbit of a news article reporting on this latest firing. We're also going to talk about some of the impacts this may pose for removal proceedings. And lastly, we're going to discuss and share with you a few tips that you can start doing now in preparation of your trial date if you are in removal proceedings. I am going to share my screen and we're going to take a look at this article. Now, the title of this article reads, Trump administration fires new immigration judges. Now, let's scroll down a little bit. I have a few highlighted sections for you. Now, in this little clip here, it reads, it's unclear if the judges will be replaced, but the president's team is looking to cut through the pileup, a major hurdle in the administration's immigration agenda. Now, this highlighted section I have for you here, it reads, the Friday terminations affected 5 assistant chief immigration judges, as well as the entire December class of new judges who have yet to be sworn in. It goes on to state that the firings affected 20 judges in total across the Justice Department's Executive Office for Immigration Review, which runs the courts and oversees 700 judges. There's another piece of this article I want to share with you as well, and this is right here. The firings come as the immigration courts have a 3.7 million case backlog, and President Donald Trump looks to fulfill his promise of deporting millions of undocumented immigrants. Guys, it looks like in order to reach the millions of individuals to amass this large deportation scheme, it looks like with the firings, we can expect a few things that will help the new administration reach the goal of deporting millions of undocumented immigrants. Now, a few things. With the current backlog, immigration courts have been experiencing major delays, some up to several years where individuals have not had their day in court. Now, it's uncertain based on the article whether the Trump administration will look to replace the 20 new immigration judges fired, in addition to adding more judges to the immigration court system. But it does appear that these terminations are looking to lead to possibly getting through the system and having removal proceedings be expedited. Now, one of the things that occurred in Trump 1.0 is that immigration judges were given mandates of how quickly to get a case from start to finish through the system. And that is likely going to occur again, albeit the courts are short-staffed. So one of the things that we can expect is that judges are going to very well be pressured or feel rushed in the administration of handling their dockets. Some judges, or most judges in this case for immigration judges, they have dockets of thousands, not hundreds, thousands of cases, and they are charged with managing their dockets. So without question, this rush proceeding is likely to be felt by individuals who have a removal case. Another possible impact and outcome is that individuals who have removal proceedings or have upcoming master hearings, they may encounter that with the judges that are operating under this new administration, you should not necessarily expect multiple or any continuances. And that can pose a great challenge, especially if you are in removal and you need a continuance in order to be able to gather additional evidence for your defense in your proceeding. Now, what should you be doing? Let's talk about 5 things that you should be doing to prepare if you are in removal proceedings or have an upcoming hearing or appointment at immigration court. Number 1, if you haven't already done so, you need to seek and hire a licensed immigration attorney, preferably with trial experience. This is going to be important to have an attorney who knows and understands the rule of evidence, as well as court procedures in immigration court. Another thing along the same lines is don't rely on generic advice or the advice of someone else's case that has gone through the system. Things are changing, so don't expect the same type of outcome, especially knowing that immigration courts throughout the nation, they greatly vary from location to location. So that's going to be important to note. Number 2, if you haven't already done so, gather all your evidence and documents needed to support your particular defense in removal proceedings. Organize that and provide it to your attorney. Number 3, understand your rights, your options, and possible legal outcomes. If you are in removal proceedings, you have a right to a hearing. That is your individual hearing. You have a right to present evidence. And you also have a right to cross-examine witnesses of the government. And depending on what the outcome of your particular hearing is, if you do not prevail, you have the right to an appeal. Now, when it comes to understanding possible legal outcomes, in that instance, what you need to know is if you don't prevail in your particular hearing, what are your options as far as an appeal? What are the deadlines for that and the timelines to expect? Number 4, stay informed and proactive throughout the days leading up to your trial. That means keeping your attorney informed of any and all changes concerning your employment, your family status, change of address. And also ask your attorney questions. This is your day in court. Be sure you understand the process clearly. And number 5, prepare for your hearing. And by doing that, number 1, you want to attend all scheduled hearings because you do not want an absentia order entered against you. And number 2, preparing for your hearing includes reviewing your application and any evidence you have submitted in court. This also includes preparing with mock hearings. And if you are someone who does not speak English or will be using an interpreter to translate, practice your ahead of time for your hearing using an interpreter while your attorney is speaking English. These proceedings are conducted completely in English. So you need to understand and have some level of familiarity and also comfort. And more importantly as well is that understand that some words do not translate into someone's native tongue, either word for word or contextually. So it's going to be important to understand that translated type of use of certain words that don't always translate seemingly in another language. Guys, this video was intended for general information purposes. The firing of 20 immigration judges will have an impact. And what you want to do is be prepared. As the saying goes, a good offense is a good defense. Be prepared. I do thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and share this video, guys, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.